I'm not buying into Russian propaganda, but I'm also not going to buy into
I'm not asking you
an
to.
accusation. Yes, you are. You're saying the proof is that I just said it. So let me just appeal to you on behalf of all of us, and the American people, and the people of the world, and the Russian people, and the Ukrainian people. One piece of evidence to suggest that the Russians are planning to use crisis actors to stage a false mass casualty event to use as a pretext. Just one piece, okay? And not you or Kirby or Jen or John Feiner or Jake saying this is what is so, and then you turning around and saying, well, because we said it, it's a fact.
So let me
piece of verifiable evidence.
Let me make a couple broad points, and I acknowledge this will probably be unsatisfactory to you in the moment, but here's what I think you know, what I certainly know, what everyone here knows. There are 100,000 Russian troops encircling Ukraine right now, approaching Ukraine's borders, close to the borders. There are thousands of Russian troops, with the potential for some 30,000 Russian troops to stream in to Belarus. All of these forces are positioned, could well be positioned, if Putin makes that decision, to engage on Ukraine in a coordinated assault. We also know that the Russians have resorted to these tactics in the past, have developed a remarkably similar playbook in 2014, amassed troops, engaged in 2014, it is a historical fact, engaged in disinformation and propaganda to paint Ukraine as the aggressor, fabricated a pretext for an invasion, and went in. So with what we know from 8 years ago, with what we have seen, you and I both have seen, everyone has seen, with what we have heard 8 years ago, in the ensuing 8 years, and in recent weeks, it seems to me that it should not be outlandish that the Russians may be engaging in this activity
fine, but not
again.
Being outlandish doesn't mean that you have any proof that it's happening.
The second point,
or being planned. Ned, you can't just. All of that may very well be true. Probably is true. Okay, but it doesn't provide any evidence of what you're alleging now, which is that they're planning this fake mass casualty event with quote unquote crisis actors, which is something that, in the U.S. we rarely hear outside of the kind of, nutty conspiracy theory crowd.
Well, to be clear, we're not alleging what the United States is doing. This is information available to us, what the Russians are up to. I understand your point, but I just want to...
You do? Because, you're treading into serious waters here. And if you can't provide any evidence other than, well, I said so, and so it's a fact, that's a problem.
Matt, there's a second point. This is derived from intelligence in which we have confidence. Otherwise,
same confidence you had in
otherwise,
WMD.
Otherwise, we would not be making it public in the way we are. But here's the other point. Intelligence and evidence; these are two separate things. It is
But you're saying it's a fact, and that you have proof, and then you can't offer any proof, and to show that it's fact. I'll drop it. But I think we should move on.
Yeah.